Good morning and welcome. Friday Morning Coffee with Jen. That's me. You all know that already. I have coffee today. I'm drinking the Jittery Ape. Memories. I think it's the OG blend. It's very tasty. It is a lighter roast, vague hint of caramel flavor to it, but very vague. Like if you didn't know it was there, you'd just think it was perfect. TheJitteryApe.io, I believe, is where you can go to order that. You can pay with crypto and get coffee. So that's pretty awesome. Just throwing that out there because they're awesome to support. It is morning, and I wanted to talk about some stuff. I wanted to get into some gratitudes and get those up. And I wanted to also, I have a video to show as most people are probably aware by now, we have been looking at moving to a different platform or moving to multiple platforms due to that announcement from Mojang. And I don't need to go into further details. If you know, you know. If you don't, look it up. They don't want blockchain integration anymore in their Minecraft, and so we're looking at other places. Possibly. We're also not like super bigly stressed about it, so don't feel like you need to be super bigly stressed about it, but we are certainly working with it. There are a few different options. There are some free options, there's some pay for things options. One of them I'm going to take a look at shortly. We've been talking with the people at Landbox, and they have offered to create something for us. So what they're creating will, I'm guessing, give them a few more weeks to get it all put together here. But I'm guessing it will probably end up meeting most, if not all, of our expectations. However, there's always a however. We don't know what their budget is yet. They don't know what our budget is yet. And we don't have a lot of budget. So that's something else I wanted to talk about. One moment here. Invite the people to the show. So I'm going to start with some gratitudes because that's a thing to do. I'm going to start over here, sharing the screen with you. Okay, there we are. So I'm in the old world. It looks like I'm in the dome. The dome is a good place to be. I'm going to make this bigger. There. Now you can see it bigger. Always better. I'm going to go under the unicorn for the gratitudes because that's the place I like to go. Now, I can never remember which way to go from the portal hub to get to the unicorn. I think it's this way, but I'm not 100% sure. So if I go the wrong way and give you guys a bit of a tour, well, you're getting a bit of a tour. Pretty sure it's this way, though. Yeah, because that's where the rail diverts to go in. So it must be this way, right? No, if the rail dies, is it the right way? I don't know. I didn't set it as a spawn point either. So the front of the cathedral is here. This is always how it goes with me. I navigate by landmarks. I can look up the coordinates. I can get a map out, but it's less fun. So if the front of the cathedral is here and that other rail died, then that means I follow this rail. This looks like it's making sense. And there is the art demo pyramid. And if I keep going, it should end up, yeah, there's the cathedral. That's all a lot closer than I remember. I wonder if things got moved. Anyway, whatever. That's Future Jen's problem. Here we are. Got my unicorn, got my gratitudes. Ooh, Lawrence is excited about being on time today. Yeah, well, that's one of us. I don't know if I was on time. Whatever. It's all good. Do I have any space for gratitudes? Do I have to build a thing? I have to build a thing. These are good problems to have. All right. Gonna build a thing with some things. Those were 4x4s. Oh, kitty. Okay. I guess I didn't really leave myself a whole lot of space here to do much of anything, did I? I kind of put these in a weird spot. I'm going to go here in front of the unicorn. That'll work. Okay, so maybe I want to move it over one because that was kind of tight to the place there. Move it over two so that I can, yeah, better space. Better space. Always important. Don't need torches. There'll be shroom lights. Okay, so what's everybody grateful for? I just want to put it up in the comments there. And I'll grab myself some signs and get those up. And if nobody's grateful for anything, I'm grateful for so many things. So start that. I am grateful but many possibilities is kind of too vague. Many possible choices. There. I'm grateful for many possible choices, and that is like for everything, for revenue streams, for choices of metaverse platforms, choices of direction, choices of who to talk to, all those things. It's awesome. And Lawrence is grateful for level heads in troubled times. Also a good one. Right. Yep. Very good one. I agree there. And anybody else? Any other takers? Can keep this open for a little bit and talk for a bit too. Yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days, to say the least. So we've been hanging out. Everybody seems to be wondering what's going on in the staff chat. And the truth is, as far as I can tell, Sadisty is grateful for everything that leads us up to now. Yes. Up here. Moon Bandits is grateful for dreamers. Yep, that's important. Yeah. So the staff chat, what I can tell you about that is that you're really not missing out on anything. There's one thing that we kind of had on the down low, and that's the business with Landbox. And I'm going to go into that a little bit right soon here. Landbox is another blockchain project, and they approached us and said, hey, we can build a metaverse for you. And we were like, tell me more. For anyone who doesn't know, they do mostly clones of big name games. So it's reasonable to assume they'd be able to build something decent. What they've shown us so far seems pretty basic. The fellow we're in contact with is named Fox. He said I could show you guys the demo video that he sent over last night and has promised to send us over something else today at some point with progress, which is kind of exciting. What he said that I thought was important is that he's trying to get Minecraft compatibility in there. So what that means is that most of what we have will probably, the things we've done with plugins and stuff will probably maybe be able to be moved over if this is all an if we decide to go that way. And he also said that it's probable that we can move our builds over, which is kind of exciting because I don't know about you, I'm rather attached to my unicorn. I'd like to keep her. Could I rebuild her in a day? Yeah, I totally could rebuild her in a day. She's easy build. She's like practically flat, but I don't want to. I like her exactly the way she is. So that would be fun. And that's kind of where we're at. We have, as you would expect, about 5 million questions for the guy. Like, what about the nether? What about the end? Can we do picture installs? What about mobs? Can we do survival? Can we do creative? What about multiplayer? How many people can we fit on a game? How much space does it take on a server? Will it work with the systems that we already have in place, or won't it? Do we have to learn new coding language? I don't know. What about texture packs, resource packs? Can we develop our own packs? Is it open source, closed source? Do we get to claim some credit for it? Do you guys need some credit for it? Are we paying you for hosting it? Do we get to host it? There are a lot of questions. The probably possibly bigger sticking point at this point is going to be budget. Assuming that he answers all our questions to a degree of satisfaction that the DAO finds acceptable, which is likely, we still have to talk about budget. I have a financial statement to get out there. I was waiting for people in the staff chat to look at it and be like, yeah, you didn't miss anything. You didn't do anything stupid there. And nobody commented on it at all. So I'm just going to assume that it's good and I can share it. This is often how it goes. But the whole don't take unilateral action thing is a big one. So I am waiting for anybody to say that they looked at it and I didn't do anything stupid. As soon as I've got at least one person saying I didn't do anything stupid, no big typos, no extra zeros anywhere, I will get that out and share it with you. What will happen is exactly the same as last time. I'm going to put it up for a DAO vote simply to accept it as part of the record. What it shows in terms of runway is that we have about a month, maybe a little more. If we reduce the server costs, we might squeak into the 2-month territory. So what does that mean? That means that we did less on the ETH sale than we were expecting because of that stupid announcement, most likely. It was because the sale was progressing. Like even after the announcement for the first few hours, it was still progressing. And then, seriously, it did like, no, don't make those announcements when we're having a sale, really. So we need, there are a couple thoughts on that. And the first thought is that if we can figure out how to pivot and keep the sale going, that would be impressive. So the land key NFTs, what do they give you? They give you ownership of a piece of metaverse. Assuming that we move over to a different platform, multiple different platforms, develop our own platform, who the heck knows? Maybe we sit and hang out and have something done up with something free like a mind test or some of the other ones that are out there. And maybe we just have that as a backup because I can take my builds and put them in there. Okay, cool. That's our backup metaverse. Assuming that anybody notices we exist. They probably won't, but they might. We can't rule that out. So we have a backup plan. Backup plan is probably free. Don't really know how it works. Something like Mind Test has a completely different coding language than what we have used or know. So that's special. But I mean, that's also an equal opportunity, right? I could pick up that coding book right now and learn it and be a genius. I don't know what on earth else it would ever be useful for, but that opportunity exists. Is it a money-making opportunity? Not right now, but you know, if anybody out there is like, hey, I always wanted to learn how to code, then now's your opportunity. Get out there and do it. So anyhow, that's a thought for a backup. But it is a little harder to justify something like a land sale with a free program that doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles to it. If we had something like a land box, and I'm just using them as an example because honestly, they're the first built out thing that's approached us and given us any kind of an example, or that we've been able to easily find. If we had something like that, it could work with a land sale, all we need to do really is change the messaging on the sale to say, hey, this grants you a piece of metaverse land. We are migrating, but your land key will get you a piece of metaverse land, ideally that looks exactly like the piece you already own, if you have one already, in this new place. And it gives you access to whatever metaverse we develop across whatever platforms we develop. You tell us where you want that land, and we make it work with that NFT. The challenge of this, because from a tech side, they tell me it's doable. I'm not the tech person, so I can't speak to that. The challenge is going to be marketing that in a way that doesn't make it look like we're looking for a money grab, or that doesn't make it look like we're doing something shady. So anybody who has all of those thoughts and good ideas, please come forward, talk to the marketing committee, speak up in the DAO chat and the Discord. Tell us what you got. What do you have for ideas for how to make it look amazing? Because really, that's what we're doing. I mean, the next month or two will be budget tight. So any revenue stream ideas y'all have, we're interested. And it will be tight for dev time. Do we have the time and the energy to work on something new? Well, we really weren't planning on doing it now. We were planning on taking like a week or two and just sleeping. But here we are. So yeah, let's work on it. And if there's anyone out there in the DAO who's like, I have these skills, I can build that thing, go for it, please. And show us what you got, because we're all ears at this point. That's kind of a whole state of the where we're at. I will get the financial statement up later with actual numbers, and then you can see kind of the spot we're sticking on with, if we go with somebody like Landbox, how do we pay them? Because people need to get paid. That's important. But how do we do it in such a way that we also get paid? Yeah. Math problems, but a little bit bigger than math problems. Hey, Lisa Chandler, welcome to the show. Do you have a gratitude before I jump out here? Because I was about to go look at a cool video. I'll just put this on a pause here. You can think, and I'll get the video queued up. It's an interesting thing. Wait, let's go back. And Landbox said that we could have our own platform, like we wouldn't necessarily be connected to the game that they are launching at the end of the month. This is a good thing. It also speaks volumes, though, to the interoperability of what we want to do, which is quite simply be friends with everybody in all the metaverses and have something all over the place. Ooh, thank you, Lisa. That's... I'm not going to cry on the internet. All right. Thank you. I'm going to jump out of Minecraft and switch over to the video share here. Now, let me make sure that I get the audio on, because it's important to hear all those block breaking sounds. I'm sure I didn't close it. Why is it not? Oh, it has to be. I see. Okay. Doesn't let me choose it unless I've got it up, not minimized. Okay, cool. So I'm going to share this here, and there we go. So this is what they sent us yesterday, and what they've said since then is that it's just a start. It's going to be a whole bunch better and have more functionality. So I'll play this and let you take a look. There isn't much in the way of actual sound to it other than block breaking, so I don't think anybody's going to hate me if I talk at the same time. They have, their avatars are a bit more movable, which is kind of fun, and there's a bit of jumping and flying. I believe he said that we could do first-person view if we really needed or wanted to, for the avatars, but I don't, again, have super a lot of clarity on that. Yeah, so They have a character who can go mining in the world and building all the things, and it looks pretty good. Like, without seeing the actual user interface and that sort of thing, it looks kind of similar. Admittedly, this is a pretty basic overview. So I'm not a salesperson. I'm not trying to say, hey, you have to do this thing. I'm just saying, here it is. Now we can actually have a talk about it. This video is definitely too big to put in the StreamYard chat. I cannot upload it. Or not Stream. Geez, Jen. Discord, the Discord chat. If I upload it, Discord will yell at me because it's huge. So, but it exists and you can take a look. I've been told that we would be able to do multiplayer. To what capacity, I'm not sure. I don't know about things like mobs. I don't know about the end or the nether. I don't know about survival. I don't know about growing food or animals. Like, there's a lot of questions still. It does look good, and like I said, this particular company specializes in making clones of popular games. So my guess is that in terms of functionality, it would be as close as we're probably going to find anywhere else. My thought, I have the two thoughts. It would be really good. Looks like this is our end here. It would be really good to have something to jump over to that is functionally similar enough and looks good from a standpoint of if we need to pivot fast. At this point, it's probably a good plan to not devote too many resources to things like furthering the Minecraft, because that's not really the direction we're going. If we could take our existing worlds and move them, that would make a lot of people feel good. Some people wouldn't care if we had to start over. Some people would. And I mean, again, like I said, being able to export your build out of Minecraft is something anyone can do. There are tutorials. Sounds like Sadisty knows how to. The meta builders have a proposal going for helping us out with that. Like, there are so many ways that it could get done. Moon Bandits here said they can help with a texture pack down the road. That would be freaking awesome. We would love to have a proprietary texture pack that's uplifty. That would be fun. So there are lots of things like that, right? So if you can help with a thing, let us know for sure. And we can kind of see where we're going, because it would be nice to have something to start with while we build on other platforms. And it is a while we build on other platforms, because we're not going to be platform agnostic. We don't ever want to end up in a situation where we're at the mercy of someone else's development for whatever, again, when they make a decision. We have always been moving in this direction. And somebody grabbed one of my comments from about a year ago that said metaverse first. The Minecraft worlds are great. I love them. A lot of people love playing Minecraft, which is why we want to, initially move to something that functions or looks kind of similar. But the ultimate goal is to build out a metaverse and to eventually get to a point where we're having that real Ready Player One immersive experience. The time for starting that appears to be now. So, okay. So that's kind of where we're at. And I'm going to leave this here. Lisa says go big. I say I need a big budget for that. I have 1 month. So dropping that one. I'm going to not add a lot to this video because I kind of want to leave the stream where it is and let you think about it. Make sure that feel free to share the video replay in wherever really. Better than Ready Player One, a layer of communities over life. I think that's what we're working on. Ooh, Lisa, what do we need? Well, let's talk. I don't know if you want to talk on stream or in a message chat, but however we chat, we should have the DAO involved a little bit. So let's figure that one out. It would be really fun to get everybody on like a Discord chat or something like that, or a Telegram chat. And I don't know, because why the heck not at this point? Yeah, So, Lisa, I will ping you unless you want to jump on stream with me. If you want to jump on stream, I'll send you a link immediately. You need a researcher. What are we researching? Because, yeah, we probably have lots of people for that. Yeah. So this is here for discussion. Lisa says off stream. So we're going to chat and then set something up. And I will guarantee to you, everyone watching, that I will keep everything as transparent as possible. I'll get the financial statement up at some point here as soon as somebody looks at it and says it's all good. And yeah, we'll go from there. And then, yeah. So on that joyful note, have a happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Think of lots of ideas. No idea is too big or too small. If you have thoughts, feelings, opinions, there is a questionnaire in the announcements in the Discord. Go fill it out. We are listening. And we'll get back to this on Monday, and we'll see where we're at, where we're all feeling, how things shake out, and make some big splashes. Because I don't think there's any way to do it other than a big splash. So, bye.